Yo, what's up? And welcome to another review on Blacktastic Media's channel. And I gotta tell you, man, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Highly anticipated. Look, I'm one of the cats who's seen the original in the theaters. I was there for part 2 in theaters. 2016. Yeah, I've seen that one too in theaters. But I'm an OG. Love Ghostbusters. I used to watch the cartoon when I was a kid. Everything. This movie has, to me, just as important sound effects as Star Wars. Ecto 1. Who don't know that sound? The proton pack. Iconic sound effects. Iconic characters. Costumes. Instruments. Weapons. I love Ghostbusters. So this movie, man, had a lot of weight on his shoulder to impress the OGs as well as bring in a new audience to support the history of Ghostbusters. And Ghostbusters Afterlife did a damn good job. Now, no movie is perfect. This movie does have its flaws. But come on, what movie doesn't have its flaws? I think now critics have got to the point where they enjoy finding what's wrong with the movie and point it out and highlight it. You know? Focus on what's good when the movie is a good movie. If it's bad, hey, by all means, eat that motherfucker up and tear it up. But Ghostbusters Afterlife, look, if you don't have kids and you don't like kids, the kids might get on your nerve. But this formula has been around since the dawning of Steven Spielberg movies. When you make the children smarter than the adults in the film and you follow the kids throughout the film, that's a formula for success. E.T., those kind of movies, you know, the Goonies. I like movies when the kids are smarter than the adults. Then you have one adult who's like a nerd, who's kind of hip. In this case, it's Paul Rudd, who fits in with the kids, who listens to the kids, who believes the kids. Whereas all the other adults are like, they're crazy kids, get the hell out of here. That's a formula for success. And these kids are fun. The young girl, Egon's granddaughter, fabulous young actress. She holds her own. She is the star of this film. She is the leading actress of this film. And she does it in spades. Her crew with her brother, cool. A little Asian kid, funny as all to get out. Charisma, character driven is there. Now, people might tell you the beginning of the movie slow. Most movies are slow in the beginning because it's the opening act, setting up the second act, which you would get the story. Now, as long as a movie delivers in the third act, I can take a slow burn. And this movie delivers in the third act. The plot is simplistic. Like I said, if you don't like kids, you can have a hard time seeing that these kids are this smart and figure things out. That's your problem. I had no problem with it. It was fun. I enjoyed the ride. And the aesthetic of the movie matches the original Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. When I say aesthetic, the color palette, the lighting, the way the ghosts look, the way the plasma bat, it looks just like a direct sequel from those first 2 movies. Now, 2016's Ghostbusters, the ghosts look totally different. It was very CGI heavy, not that this isn't, but it didn't match, it didn't fit, like a whole different world. Speaking of different world, I enjoyed that this took place out in the country and not the city. Gave it a whole different palette and it worked. There's different ways of scaring people, like in the country opposed to being in a big city. And practical effects are still useful and are still the best. They got these demon dogs in this film. Yes, majority of the time they're CG, but let me tell you, when they're up close and personal, they went back to practical effects and it is so believable. So, man, it reminds me of Jurassic Park. I like it when something is tangible, you can touch, and you can see It's in the same frame as the actor. It does something visually that you can't do with CGI. Even though CGI is impressive, it's not practical. The movie is funny, charming, and has a bunch of heart. I mean, you might tear up in this film. You might get a little misty-eyed. That's how well acted it is, and I absolutely love the storyline. It fits. I like the fact that this family heritage is adjacent and in line with Ghostbusters. It's beautiful, man. They really thought this out. They really knew how to tie things in together and make a cohesive film and a storyline that works. It's not just people running around busting ghosts. Fans of the original will be pleasantly surprised. Newcomers will jump into this movie and the trilogy before it and understand everything. I loved it. And here in California, Cinemark is showing this movie early. And Cinemark is a great facility. I love going to Cinemark theaters. And let me tell you, the crowd was respectful. It was a packed house. They knew when to be quiet. They knew when to laugh. They knew when to cheer and clap. That's a great movie experience. Because I hate going to superhero movies. You got these nerds sitting next to you or behind you talking about comic books in the middle of a goddamn movie. Shut the fuck up. These people here, they got it. Mature audience, and they knew the importance of the lore of Ghostbusters. And man, it was a great cinema experience. I love going to the movies, but in later years, the experience is not what it used to be because people are rude, you got cell phones, just ain't the same. People don't have movie etiquette. Make me want to take it back to the movies. Feel like my man Joe from Lean On Me and bust motherfuckers upside their head sometime. But you know what? Hey, I had a great time. Easily my funnest experience all year. Number 2, Shang-Chi was the second most fun I had in theaters this year. Hey, this movie was great. It was worth the wait. And Ivan Reitman and his son, yeah, you did the damn thing. It felt like Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. And I'm out. Peace. And just remember, it's just my point of view.